on, sit down, man. This is routine.
You gotta quit pulling me in.
This is routine, man.
If it's routine, just let me get in on my own steam. What, man?
All right.
What? Why am I in here today?
I've been doing some research.
On
YouTube. Good, I'm glad you got it already. Do you think pharmaceutical companies are paying hip hop artists to push their product? They to push it, man.
That doesn't sound too far-fetched.
I mean, you got a lot of artists out there, man. I mean, that are like pushing a lot of like drug use and just.
Right.
I feel like it's a lot more. I feel like, you know, back in the day, you know, with old hip hop, it was like they were pushing drug use, but it wasn't legal drug use. You know what I'm saying?
They were pushing it in terms of selling it.
Yeah.
I used to sell it, but you don't get high on your own supply.
They wasn't promoting being like Ice Cube and them wasn't promoting being a crackhead. Like, yeah, we sniffed this crack, you smoked this crack up here, we sniffed this coke. They didn't.
They looked down on that. They judged it.
Yeah, you was a junkie. We did something like that.
Right, but then you know the Chronic was like the coming out. It was like, hey, we be smoking weed though.
But is weed even really like a bad thing?
Nah. But, that was the closest we came. That was it.
Right,
like,
but nobody
weed was it.
Yeah, but nobody's ODing on marijuana. Like, have you ever smoked marijuana before? Not to put you on blast.
Yeah, I've dabbled like only a handful of times though. It's not for me.
Yeah, it's not for you.
Nah.
Yeah, and that's the thing. A lot of people do different types of like cannabis and stuff like that.
Right.
A lot of these rappers, man, they're pushing like pills, like Percocet, like specifically Percocet. Like that's an actual like pill's name. Like this ain't no like regular pill. Like they're pushing this specifically, and that just makes me think. Like, there's a song called, or a song in the chorus is called, they go Percocet, Molly Percocet by Future, right?
Yeah.
And like she's saying like pretty much like this is what we do out here. Like pop these pills.
Mm-hmm. And it's hypnotic.
Yeah.
They massaging it into your psyche, just like Molly Percocet. Percocet. Molly Percocet.
Just like that, is how they massaging it?
You just your head getting worked. Percocet. Molly Percocet. And these kids are just absorbing that.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
And you gotta think, if your favorite rapper, right, is saying that they use this drug, like why not want to be like that?
Why not dabble in it?
Exactly. And it's a legal thing too. It's not like it's something like they gotta go find it and it's illegal or something like that.
What is it? I don't know what Percocet is though. Like I don't know. I didn't know if it was a pill. I think everything is a drink.
Nah.
They always got cups. They got up in there.
Nah.
Is it like a pill?
It's a pill. It's like an opioid. It's like a pain reliever. So it's like these guys are taking these pills, and I gotta stress the fact that the big thing to me is that they're pushing the name brand Percocet.
Yeah.
Like it's not like they're not pushing like, they're like, yo, we out here smoking Newports.
Yeah. No slang, no nothing.
Yeah, they know. This ain't the street, like,
brand.
you know, you got Special K, you got these street names of these drugs, like that. This is specifically Percocet.
Molly Percocet.
And it makes me think, and they've been trying to push this stuff on us for like a long time. You know, Oxycontin is like, you know, what they call something, but it's not like an actual name brand of a pill. It ain't like you rocking like Ralph Lauren or something like that, you know, or like Louis Vuitton. Percocet is the Louis Vuitton of drugs, man.
So you think Percocet paid Future, perhaps?
Oh, I think I can see some of these artists taking money. Like, just imagine if, like, they can. Like Louis Vuitton will pay an artist probably however much money to support their brand. If Percocet goes, yo, Future, you know, we're gonna pay you $500,000 to $1 million, and you're gonna like
just throw our name in your song.
Yeah, he might not even use a drug. That's like his shoe.
Percocet.
That's like he's branding it for them. He's like, I didn't know about Percocet. Like, Percocet wasn't hot on the streets to me. I didn't give a fuck about Percocet.
Yeah, it was just like, okay.
Yeah, and I heard Future say it, and I was like, what is Percocet? And then now all these young kids are using it, man.
Percocet. So what's the point of taking painkillers? What do they do? I don't get the appeal of painkillers, like, you know, because, you know, I've been prescribed painkillers before for like surgeries and like dental work or whatever, but I've never felt the need to, I've never felt different, you know, physically, where I'm like, man, I need to get back on this.
Well, I mean, I think some people are going through so much stuff in their life, whether it's like being depressed or some people might be actually having just pain like in them that they can't get rid of, so they're always on it. But it's like a disconnect. Like, these kids are walking around looking like zombies. You heard of that song? I forgot the artist's name, but the song is Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang. If you watch the video, he's not present.
He's gone.
His eyes ain't there. He look like he's a zombie. He's Walking Dead.
Walking Dead, man.
People keep talking about the Walking Dead, man. Will it ever happen? It's already happening. These kids on Percocet, they the Walking Dead, man. When you see them, you might just smack the hell out of them to get them back down to earth, because they damn sure is zombied out, man.
Man, I never seen the video, but I definitely heard the song. I'm just like, man, what they talking about, man?
He damn near walking around with his arms like this. Good again, good again, good again, good again, good again, good again, good again. His eyes are barely open, and his hands are up, kind of like a zombie.
So the Walking Dead is real. He tatted up?
I'm sure he is.
Yeah.
And he says Percocet by name in the song.
So Percocet is really hot in these musical streets.
Man, it's low key.
They out here.
It's low key scary. If they were just saying pills in general, so you didn't know what they're talking about exactly, then it'll be different. They could be talking about antidepressants, painkillers, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
But the fact that they're saying Percocet, these kids know exactly what to get. And now these pharmaceutical companies are making so much money off this stuff.
So that's like the equivalent of them saying Frosted Flakes, Kellogg's Frosted Flakes on the track.
I mean,
it's a brand name. It's like Kellogg's Frosted Flakes.
And man, sugar can kill you too.
That's the chorus.
If they wanted to get kids hyped up on this sugar to get them killed, yeah.
Frosted Flakes. Dang, that's crazy, man. But I'm not surprised, and I wouldn't put it past these companies to be like, yo, man, just name drop us a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Get us out there. Because you know they're getting paid.
So let me ask you this. You know, you out here, you're getting big. What if a company came to you, a legal company, came to you and was like, yo, we'll pay you $1 million. Like they was like, yo,
cool, man.
Percocet came to you was like, yo, man, throw Percocet in your comedy videos in some kind of way. And you can just be like, yo, man,
Percocet.
I need that Percocet to get rid of this pain after I got shot.
I mean, you know what I'm saying?
$1 million.
$1 million. Just for just sliding it up in the comedy video.
You just saying the name.
I could be dying. They be like, oh, that's why I ain't got no regrets.
Yeah.
Hand me that Percocet. And then look at the camera.
Yeah.
For $1 million.
And then...
That's not that bad, you know what I'm saying? Because it is legal. Like, I guess people use it legally all the time for like real medical stuff.
If you were saying, if they told you to use it for what it was, like if they came to me and paid me, I would do it only to tell people to use it what it was really for.
Right.
Like if I was doing a comedy video and I was like, my leg, damn, gotta pop a Percocet to get rid of that pain.
Yeah.
That's what I would do, but I ain't gonna be sitting there.
That's what it's for.
I ain't gonna be sitting there to just take it, you know, the whole time. Percocet.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know because, like I said, it's legal. That's the same as like Folgers Crystals. Be like, yo, man, can you drop Folgers coffee in one of your videos?
So you can't fault. You're saying you won't fault Future for pushing that then?
I mean, it depends on what else he's talking about in the song.
But that's the thing, they not. That's the scary part about it, because you got a lot of these rappers pushing it to tell the kids, or they saying like, I use this because I'm a rock star, like Post Malone, I've been Papa Bill, something, whatever.
Papa Bill.
I've been feeling like a rock star.
Right? It's melodic, man. It sticks in here.
Yeah, the song is very catchy. Yeah. So if you seeing that and hearing that, and you saw, yo, if Post Malone uses it or Future uses it, you know, like why, like Lil Pump. Why not get on this? If I can be like them, or I can feel like them in the club, why not?
Yeah.
It's like, and that's I think that's one of the biggest issues is that the way they're promoting it. They're not promoting it in a way to where it's actually for what it's really used for.
Right. So he's using this just to hook up with chicks.
And that's the crazy part. The crazy part about it is like once they take away your pills, now you got to go to the street and try to get these pills. And these pills can be what, $20 a pop, more than that if they hot in the streets like that.
Yeah.
And if you can't afford that, you go to heroin. Heroin, $5 a hit. Now
heroin that cheap?
Yeah, heroin's that cheap. Now you're on that heroin.
So do you still gotta inject heroin? Or how people doing heroin?
Most people still inject it. And now they out here ODing on that heroin, man.
Oh, so unsanitary.
These are young kids. Like I remember back in the 80s and stuff like that, when I used to hear about it, it was like heroin was something that older people did.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe in their like late 20s, early 30s, but like a lot of older people did that.
Right.
Because they came home from the wars and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But you didn't see like these 16-year-old kids, 15-year-old kids being on heroin. Like when I was in high school, if you would have took heroin, we was roasting. We was clowning you. Like, what?
You would get shredded because you be in there leaned up.
Yeah.
You be like, look at this old.
Yeah, we see you in the bathroom with a needle in your arm. Like, look at this sucker right here.
Oh,
we was going in.
Roasting you, dog.
That's terrible.
You on the toilet with the heroin lean, drooling?
Exactly.
I'm
At
not
13,
letting you live when you come back in the classroom. He was just drooling in the restroom, dog. He got the syringe in his back pocket, y'all.
Yeah, but I feel like that's what's kind of happening, man. It's like these kids, man, they want these kids to be out of it. They want these kids to be zombies pretty much.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, that's why man, even deeper, that's probably why they created this show Walking Dead. To start up so they can be zombies, and it's cool to be a zombie out here.
Well, when you got zombies, you're easier to control. Like the government and these companies can control zombies aren't a threat to them.
Exactly.
They're just like, let's make everybody zombies.
You got these kids zombied out, and it's easy to either sell them stuff or get them to do whatever they want to do. They're not even fully there. It's borderline genius.
Oh, I get it from that standpoint. Let's make everybody zombies. They gonna be hooked on this, that, and the third. Let's deny them the drug and give it to them when they need it.
Yeah.
But you gotta do this. You gotta stay away from this. Don't talk about that.
Yeah, I mean,
it's hard to control sober-minded individuals.
Exactly.
With purpose and like, no, man, we ain't having it no more. But the zombies over there like,
exactly.
They don't care.
Easy work. And the pharmaceutical company been suspect for years anyway. So I just don't trust them, man. Coming down to our health from our food, anything else, man.
I guarantee you, most of the illnesses we face, we could just deal with by eating right and just keeping it all natural and stuff like that.
Well, yeah, I mean, Chris Rock said it best, man. Ain't no money in the cure. So they want to keep you on something at all times. Mm-hmm. They want to keep you on that sec, as I call it, man. That Percocet, that sec. They keep you zombied out. Now you feel like you're chasing a high that you'll never fully get. Damn. Being zombied out, man.
The rappers ain't making it no better. That's scary, man. That's a bad look for hip hop, though.
Yeah, man. I mean,
even though other genres like rock and they singing, they've been on drugs since the 50s and the 60s.
Yeah.
But they weren't really talking about it in the actual songs themselves. They would mask it.
They would mask it. Or some of them were on it, but they fans is jacked up too.
Most definitely.
You look at a lot of rock fans.
It was still underneath, the context of the song. Like Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds, they say, by the Beatles, they say that's like about LSD. But a kid listening to the song won't know what's going on. They just like, I like that song.
Yeah, now they just saying, yo.
Now they up front like Molly, Percocet.
Get high.
We taking pills, we smashing models.
Yeah.
Raw, we on heroin, syringes in our arm. We sharing needles, AIDS is back. But even like Future though, he's always been about the drink or whatever.
Mm-hmm. He called it Dirty Sprite.
Yeah.
And if you
didn't know what that was. I didn't know what it was.
I didn't know what Dirty Sprite was at first until it got broken down.
Right. So I was like, eat syrup too back in the day.
Yeah, so I mean
you know some scissor.
Exactly, but I'm saying like you're right. They at least covered it and layered it so you had to figure it out. Whereas now it's like they didn't say, I'm in the club with that Tussin and Sprite, you know what I'm saying, like that. Two name brand things. They were pushing Tussin and they were pushing Sprite. Like they just say syrup, they're not pushing a particular brand or nothing like that. They just saying what they do, which is still, messed up, but at least they're not, it didn't say they were being paid to push that Tussin.
Right.
And that Dirty Sprite.
Man, it's creepy, man. And people out here mixing drugs and just making bad combinations. They just dying.
That's what I'm saying. People mixing Percocet, Molly, scissor, and you think you're gonna be a normal person? You gonna be half dead, half alive, halfway in another dimension. Like you ain't. There's no way you fully here.
People out here perishing, dog. That's why water is the best drink of all time.
I agree. So you two, man, do y'all think the pharmaceutical companies are paying these rappers to push that product, to push that that Percocet, man? Because it just seems a little too fishy, man. So let us know, man. Leave your comments in the section below, man. We want to see what y'all got to say. Let us know, man.
You really be passionate talking to these people that don't exist, don't you? It's getting more passionate each time. Nobody's there. Though.
You never know, man. Somebody's always listening.
If you're gonna have an audience, why are we in this tent?
I'm just saying, man. My tent could be tapped right now. They could be getting out there. They could be you
I'm tapping out.
Man, come on, don't be like that.